I was doing an outreach role here, which I used to do once a month, and I saw a pamphlet about the butterfly volunteering role and thought it was a wonderful idea that no one should actually die alone. So I approached Angela, the coordinator, and luckily I was accepted. I absolutely love the role. I love meeting the patients, whether they be conscious or unconscious. I love being able to help them, whether it be giving their relatives respite so they can go off and have a coffee or fresh air. I love helping the patient in terms of giving them mouth care if their mouth is very dry, perhaps gently stroking their forehead, holding their hand, reading to them, or just sitting quietly with them. I also love meeting members of the family because they can fill me in on what their loved one did before they were so ill and their life stories. It is also the most enormous privilege to be with someone as they die, and if it was up to me, no one should actually die alone. The families are always very appreciative, whether it's just a question that I've popped my head round the door to see if they're okay, or if I give respite to them, or just chat to them. They're going through a really, really tough time, and it's just nice for them to know that we've got time to actually spend with them if they want it, and they are seriously always terribly appreciative. Gosh, the pandemic, it was a really, really roller coaster in terms of emotions and exhaustion, but it was fabulous being able to be here most days, to be with patients and being able to liaise with their families, to let them know that their loved ones weren't on their own and that we were there to support them in every way we could. It was, as I say, a real roller coaster. A lot of the butterfly volunteers couldn't be in here, so being here most days, it really was, you saw every aspect and side of the hospital and how everybody was working together to try to help people in any way they could. The butterfly service at the Lister is not funded by the NHS, and therefore we are wholly reliant on the generosity of the community. We want to expand, we want to be able to help more patients, more families, and also to expand the volunteer base so that we can offer more hours to the service, both in terms of how many shifts we can do, in other words, whether we can do it overnight as well as just during the day. Also, it would be great if we could get more volunteers in, which would mean we would be able to do that. This we cannot do without the generosity of the public.